Hey y'all, it's Maxine and I am back today with another wig review. This one is going to be a little different, actually a lot different, because we're going in depth for the first time on this channel into how to fully install a wig. And I decided to do it with the wig that I purchased last week from Temu. It came in, I had shown it to you all in the Temu haul. If you missed it, go back and watch it. There were some really good beauty items in there for the low, like really cheap. And I also got this wig. So this wig I had already shown you, but I'll show you again in case you're joining me for the first time. But do go back and watch that Temu haul. So this is the unit that I got from Temu. So being the wig connoisseur that I am, off rip, like the quality of this wig, not the best, but it's not the worst either, right? It's definitely not the worst. So, you know, I'll be able to say more once I actually install her, but I show some b-roll of me bleaching the knots. I'm no professional. I actually learned to bleach knots by watching Erica J's channel. She has a really great video on bleaching knots, and so hopefully I'm going to remember to connect her video down below, but in the description box. But if I forget, it's Erica J's channel, and I have successfully bleached a lot of wigs thanks to her video, so shout out to Erica J. I will say that I got a little overzealous and I did over bleach. I don't know if you all can see that, right? You see the brassiness here? I did over bleach this one. I let it sit for too long and I really should have known better because the knots really weren't that dark. That's okay. I am going to fix it, right? Or at least I'm gonna do my best to fix it. So it's looking a little brassy in there. You'll see, I did use purple shampoo and everything. It actually smells really good now. It didn't smell, you know what, I should back up and tell you all, it did not smell out of the pack. I know sometimes these wigs come and they have that real chemical stench and it's unpleasant to say the least. But this one actually wasn't a bad stench at all. And now it just smells really good because I've since washed it. So let me get Lilibeth off. This is Lilibeth. Y'all know Lilibeth is my girl. This review has been put up already. It's been uploaded. So if you haven't caught my review on Lilibeth, you can definitely go back and watch it after you watch this. Okay, so old girl does not have a name, so for now we're just gonna call her old girl. And we'll see what she's giving us, okay? All right, let's go. I've got her on, and y'all, I actually really over bleached this. So I'm gonna have to do a bit of trickery in here with some makeup to cover that up, but this is what she's looking like. So she's supposed to be 150 density. She feels more like, so in my Temu haul video, I said she felt like 130, but y'all, she's really feeling like 110, 120 maybe. So like somewhere in there, and yeah, it's really thin. For people who like, you know, low density hair because it tends to even look more natural, this is probably gonna work. The hairline is dense, but it's not like super dense, right? Like it's not horrible. You know, it's not horrible, right? I'm playing in this a little bit longer than I normally would, just because I really want you all to see, you know, what it looks like. I'm gonna part it. Let's see. What does it look like if I part it, aside from being overly bleached? Right? So, like, the scalp doesn't look too bad. The scalp doesn't look too bad. It's actually like giving scalp. So while I'm kind of getting this hair together, this is the perfect time for you to hit that subscribe button. Yep. Go ahead and subscribe because you're going to want to come back and see more of what we're doing on this channel. Go ahead and subscribe and hit that, you know, post notification bell so that you know when I post, because I will be posting every week as I have been. Okay? All right, y'all. So here's the hairline. Yeah, we've got our work cut out for us. but I ain't scared. Let's go. All right, I've been gone for an hour. In editing time, I've only been gone for a few seconds. But you're gonna notice a difference. The hair is really dark now. I had to go and dye it. I was just like, I can't live with, I realized it was just too badly bleached, over bleached, and I couldn't deal with it. So I was like, you know what, let me just go and dye the wig. So now I look like a sumo wrestler, but okay, now we can install the wig. Cue the music.
You see me do me da 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 da. So me by that work. Na 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 na. When you walk out, na 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 na. Before the table turn. Beg you something, please. Baby, don't you leave. Don't leave me stuck here in the streets. If I got another chance to, I will never, no, never neglect you. I mean, who am I to hold your best against you? I just hope that it gets to you. I hope that you see this through. I hope that you see this true. What can I say? Please recognize I'm trying, baby. I feel work. You see me, I feel work. You see me do my da. So me by that work. When you walk out, la. When the girl from my touch.
Yeah, okay, you need to get done. Let work come over. We just need to slow the motion. Don't get out of way to no one. Long distance, I need you. When I see potential, I just gotta see it through. If you had a twin, I would still choose you. I don't wanna rush into it if it's too soon, but I know you need to get done. If you come over. Sorry if I'm way less friendly. I got niggas tryna end me. Oh, yeah. I spilled all my emotions tonight. I'm sorry. Rolling. How many more shots until you're rolling? We just need a face to face. You can pick the time and the place. You will spend some time away. Now you need to forward and give me all the work.
Friends. Sis. Well, we closer than friends at this point. You don't know this, but we've now been together for 4.5 hours. That's right. Okay, so I wish I were making this up, so make sure you stay through because I earned it, god dog it. I earned you hanging in with me because it's been 4.5 hours. Okay, so I'm gonna start off by saying this. With human hair, I find that it's more of a challenge and it's more work because I have to style it. I have to like try to get the hairline together. And yes, we have to get the hairline together with synthetic as well because, you know, everything is about customizing, right, to your liking. And so maybe I'll just, you know, sort of pull that out because I guess maybe that's not fair to compare. But y'all, this was a lot of work. So let me just backtrack a little bit. You know that I bleached the knots, right? And then I over bleached. So now the hair is like a nice, like, not quite jet black. The color is called black tea. I loved the name. So I picked it up and I really like the color, right? So it actually looks better and it looks more vibrant and it looks healthy. And like it could be my own hair actually. So I do like that. But I had to dye it. I had to stop rolling film, y'all. I had to stop and dye the hair because I was like, wait a minute, I've got like chunks of blonde, right? Or chunks of where the bleach, seeped through onto the hair. And it was just a mess. And I was like, the trick I planned to use, which was like my root cover-up, I was like, I'm just going to end up making a mess. So I might as well, instead of going down that route and then having to clean that up, I might as well just stop, put some brakes on, and do the water method and dye this hair, and then I can blow dry the hair and boop, get back to working and getting this video up. So technically it's been longer than 4.5 hours, but whatever. We'll just stick with the 4.5 hours of work. So I did that, dried the hair, got it on. Okay. The lace melted just fine, you know, and I had to pluck. I had to pluck the hairline a lot because it was very dense, and so all I did was break it up a little bit, and it was still like me trying to pluck a lot of hair out, but also not pluck too much hair out because this hair is already very thin, right? So I tried to like recreate my own hairline because my own hairline does not have all of these slick divots in it. It doesn't. It looks, or once looked, more like this. I tried to just create a hairline that really does look like my own hairline. And I think I did a fairly good job for what I'm working with, right? Let me show you all. Let me try to get a close-up, right? So it doesn't look bad. It actually does not look too bad. Now, I did put a little bit of powder in the part, which you saw me do that. So let's go over here, though. And as you can see, it still doesn't look too bad. But you can see the knots, right? You can see the knots. And I feel like you can see the knots, and they're more prominent than where I had put the powder, right? And that makes sense. I mean, that's what happens. It is a lace front wig. It is not, you know, it's not my scalp. Speaking of it being lace front, it's actually a frontal. So when I realized that it was actually lace ear to ear, I plucked a little bit down in here and tried to do a little swoop-de-doop, you know, and make the hairline look a little less dense. But I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I was getting tired. I was getting tired of trying to pluck it and everything else. Some of you might have plucked this more. And who's to say, I may go back and pluck it again on another day, just not today, because I've just done too much. Oh my God. But what else can I tell you? Okay, so you've already heard me talk about the density. The hair is soft. The hair is very soft. The hair is actually really nice. Like, it's very soft. It feels very natural. It took a curl, as you can see. It is curled beautifully. I've had the curls in now. Let's see, it's going on 8 p.m. I curled this hair at 6:30. Yeah. And they haven't dropped, right? So it looks pretty good. And for me, so one of the things I do love about human hair wigs is that they tend to not tangle as much, right? If they tangle at all. And if they tangle at all, they usually tangle a little bit at the nape. So that is one of the beauties of human hair, is that it just doesn't behave in the same way. It's much more manageable, in my opinion. I'm not getting any shedding at all. I just got one strand just now, right? Just one strand. So, I mean, right now, it's doing very well. But, you know, this is now my second day of manipulating this wig, and it's been through a lot. The fact that, like, it's hanging in tells me it's been constructed pretty well. So I'm really pleased with that. I would give this wig like a 7.5 out of 10 because, you know, I feel like the hairline is really dense, but it is a very inexpensive wig from Temu. So, you know, you get what you pay for. Then know that when you purchase something that is more affordable, that you're going to have to put in a little bit more elbow grease. And I was reminded, because I do know that. I've been dealing with wigs for a minute. But I was reminded tonight with all these hours that I've put into it. Is it worth it? It is, because I really like it now. I really like it now, and I think it's cute. I think it's very cute, and we're going to see how it does. So, as I said, this is a Temu wig. I wanted to buy one and just try it out for you all, and let's see, you know, how it acts. Ciao. Do with this information what you will. You may decide I ain't fooling with no human hair wig, and I wouldn't blame you. I really wouldn't. However, there's a lot to be said. I'm just messing with y'all. There's a lot of good about human hair wigs, for sure. Or else I wouldn't own so many. I purchased this wig for $78.74 on Temu's website. And I will put the specs down below because I can't remember now. I know it's a Brazilian, and I think I got it in 20 inches, but I don't remember. But yeah, no, this is like perfect for work. this is beautiful. It really is nice. And I really love, I'm actually happy that I had the snafu with over bleaching and I had to dye it because I really like this color. Like I really like the color a lot. It's very pretty. Yeah, I'm gonna come back in a couple of days and give you all an update. You can see what condition the wig is in and I can tell you what maintenance has been like. Okay, so I'll come back and I'll do that. Talk to me. Meet me in the comments, y'all. Okay, see you soon. Bye.